Donna Bush with your CIG-TV News Brief on this Monday. Expected rough weather conditions for the Cayman Islands over the next 24 to 48 hours is where we begin today. The Cayman Islands National Weather Services issued a tropical storm warning at 10 a.m. Monday for Grace, a system that is moving west towards the Cayman Islands from Hispaniola. Director General John Tibbetts, head of the National Weather Service, and Hazard Management Cayman Islands Director Danielle Coleman both encouraged residents to keep an eye on the system as Cayman Islands officials continue to watch and monitor the movement of the storm.
Well, again, this time of year things happen very quickly. We are expecting some weather coming in tomorrow night, as the Director General from the Weather has already advised the public. It's really important that people are ready for any eventuality. Make sure that, may well have flooding, make sure that boats are secured. We saw last year quite a few boats getting damaged and destroyed as a result of a storm, and that wasn't even a tropical storm or a depression. So it's critical people get ready for this, preparing their own supplies and making sure they have a plan in place with their families. It's just to make sure that you're aware of what's going on, being plugged into actual official verifiable sources. So making sure you're keeping in contact with the government website, Hazard Management, and CaymanPrepared.ky, as well as the weather channels. So just really important to be listening out to what the changes are. They can happen very quickly, and we're just making sure that everyone's prepared. We appreciate people love to go surfing when there's waves coming through. We appreciate people love swimming, diving, and so forth. We're strongly encouraging people tomorrow that they avoid the water and avoid going down to see the waves, because again, they can be incredibly powerful and can be, you can be swept off your feet very, very easily. So please avoid doing that.
Stay tuned as the system is continually changing, and don't be surprised if you hear some changes in our forecast in terms of the track and in terms of the impacts.
A meeting with all stakeholders was held by the Hazard Management Cayman Islands Council to discuss preparation steps for the Cayman Islands as Grace continues to move towards our islands by Tuesday. If Grace continues on the projected path, the sister islands will experience tropical storm weather between 7 and 8 p.m. Tuesday, while Grand Cayman will experience the same conditions around 3 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Government officials and civil servants are on standby to open shelters, including the Clifton Hunter High School, John Gray High School, and John A. Cumber Primary School locations, while flooding is one concern with heavy rainfall expected, so residents living in low-lying areas should be prepared. Travel Cayman continues to keep those in quarantine notified just in case they may need to move should conditions intensify with Grace. For the latest on what is happening with Tropical Storm Grace and how you can be best prepared, you can go online to caymanprepared.ky or weather.gov.ky. We will hear more about weather in just a few minutes. But first, we've been telling you about the Health Services Authority's Forensic Lab and its new team members. Today we meet Acting Forensic Lab Manager Beverly Eiffel, who explains how she decided to take this career path.
I was inspired by the forensic scientist that was here. His name was Dr. David Shadell. I came as a summer intern when I had just finished high school, not knowing anything about the department. It was pre-CSI Las Vegas type TV shows, and I was blown away by the lab work that we did here, they did here. It was so interesting, and I'm a hands-on type of person. I realized my passion was doing laboratory work, doing chemistry, doing DNA, like when I was in university. So it was always refreshing every morning coming into the lab, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And it's important for females to get into these roles, because no longer is it just thought of as only men can do this. We can all do this.
And we invite you to join us on Tuesday when we meet Khadijah Bodden, a forensic lab assistant. Now for a look at our forecast, the high temperature reached 89 degrees today, the low 77. We can expect partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of afternoon showers and possible thunder. Winds are from the east to northeast, 5 to 10 knots. Seas are smooth with wave heights of less than 2 feet. Now, the SYNOPSIS calls for light northeasterly winds and seas, which are expected over the Cayman Islands area for the next 24 hours, is all in association with a weak pressure gradient over the northwest Caribbean. Tropical depression Grace, or tropical storm Grace, was located about 340 miles east-southeast of the Cayman Islands, and has maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour as of 4 a.m. this morning. Now, the center of Grace is expected to pass between the Cayman Islands sometime between Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Now, a reminder that you can find the latest on local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky. That's it for today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, inviting you to join us back here again on Tuesday evening. Until then, have a safe and, of course, a wonderful night.